Welcome back to the Knight's Mare. I'm the Lore Knight, galactic storyteller, artist, and seeker of the lore. And today we're continuing our series, The Galactic Canvas, where I paint Star Wars locations, or locations that they filmed in Star Wars. And we're doing them all. We're going through them all. And this one is one of my favorites, even though the movie, The Last Jedi, is a sore spot for a lot of fans. We can have opinions in Star Wars fandom without fighting about it. But one thing that's undeniable with The Last Jedi is there were some beautiful shooting locations, and I'm painting them. I'm going to give you a little bit of lore about it, so sit back and relax. We're cruising in the Knight's Mare here, somewhere outside the Outer Rim. I don't know where we are. My navigation computer's down. Today we're painting Ahch-To, the planet that broke Luke Skywalker and birthed the Jedi Order. SQR3, hit those lights. First memory I have of Ahch-To. Okay, it was during The Last Jedi. I was super excited to see this movie. The thing I remember most about watching The Last Jedi are the shooting locations. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And these are Irish islands. Man, I wanted to go there so bad. But yeah, but recently in the lore, I did take a trip to Ahch-To to see where Master Luke Skywalker lived the last part of his life. And man, it was depressing. It's beautiful, but it would be depressing to live there because Ahch-To, you're secluded from the rest of the galaxy, the rest of the world, and you're basically just on an island with porgs. I'll tell you what, porgs might be cute on the movies, but they are annoying in real life, and they get all over you. They follow you around the island. They try to eat your food. It's much like the pigeons of Earth. That's what they are. I really wish they would have included that scene in The Last Jedi that they were going to with the two porgs playing with Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Anyway, let's get back into it. What did you think whenever you saw that island for the first time in The Force Awakens? I mean, seeing Luke Skywalker standing up there was a momentous time in Star Wars. We didn't know back then that he was just going to be kind of, done with being a Jedi, but that was an exciting time. So that's the feeling that I'm putting into this painting today. This is an oil on linen canvas, and it will be available on my website. Check it out. Anyway, here's some lore. So these are the Skellig Michael Islands in Ireland. There are 618 total stone steps on these islands. That's insane. That would be a walk right there. 6th century monks lived there, and there's like ruins and carvings all over the place. It would be a fantastic island to visit. Maybe we'll go there someday. I will definitely take you with me if I do go there. Puffins everywhere. Now, puffins are, of course, the inspiration for the porg. And puffins are small birds, little penguin-looking birds. Filming was delayed 3 days by 80-knot winds during The Last Jedi. Rian Johnson almost became a porg sitting up there. The first Jedi Temple was built in 25,000 BBY. That's older than the Republic itself. This place is really ancient. It is the birthplace of the Jedi ideals, where the ancient Jedi texts are stored. Much like the real Skellig Michael Islands, they are ancient, and it is where all the beliefs of the Jedi came from. In canon right now, the tree library, the one that Yoda burnt down with Force lightning, that's when we found out that Force ghosts can, in fact, light things on fire, which is insane. Force ghosts apparently have insane powers we didn't know about before, so it kind of makes me question, it's kind of off topic, but it makes me question, why didn't Obi go and like mess with Vader? Maybe he was meditation chambers messing with him somehow, like poking a stick at his bald, scarred head. Who knows? The tree library is a Uneti sapling from the original great tree on Coruscant, so they must have taken it over there and replanted it for sensitive area. And it kind of does remind me of The Empire Strikes Back when Luke Skywalker and went into that force. It was like an underground, it was like under a tree too. It's a force tree. It's all magical and spiritual. These blues are fighting me. I'm trying to mix different colors of blues here for the water and the sky. It's something else. I haven't painted a water scene in quite a while, so Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Anyone else paint water and feel like they're drowning in this blue paint? It's all stormy, it's all blue. Let's move on. So that leads me to the mirror cave that Rey went into. My gosh, that was a weird scene, man. I was sitting in that theater and I was like, what is going on? She's snapping, snap, crackle, pop. A strange scene to me, but it all goes back to tying in the spiritual with what was going on at that time. Luke Skywalker drinking that thalassiren milk was insane as well. I try not to think about that part. This island feels small but big at the same time as I'm painting it. You know, we're standing on a cliff right now looking at the island that Luke Skywalker inhabited. Ever burned something you wish you'd never lose? Comment, been there. No judgment. SQR3, please let me paint. Please let me paint in peace. Type 1 in the chat if Luke should have just stayed on the island. Type 2 if Rey robbed his peace. Should have just left him alone, you know? He wanted to be alone for a reason. Rey technically killed Luke Skywalker if you think about it, because she came to the island. So the mirror cave represented natural virgins, stronger than Dagobah. It shows what you bring with you. Rey brought loneliness and got indefinite rays. I'm painting the cave black first. Scariest layer. What would your cave show? Drop it below. I'll read the bravest ones. Tree Hollow is empty. Rey stole the books in a pillowcase. So she did steal the books, the ancient Jedi texts, in hopes that Disney would make another movie about her rebuilding the Jedi Order. But if you're like me, I think maybe that is past. I think that time is past, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you feel about the sequels. The Wikipedia entry for Ahch-To, known by many name in ancient legends, was a planet covered mostly in water, with numerous rocky islands blanketed with green trees, located in the unknown regions. It was the birthplace of the Jedi Order and held the ancient Jedi texts. During the New Republic era, it served as a home of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, who went into exile seeking the first Jedi Temple after his temple and his Jedi students were destroyed by Kylo Ren. After the Resistance pieced together 2 map fragments to reveal Skywalker's location, Rey traveled to Ahch-To in the Millennium Falcon, accompanied with R2-D2 and Chewbacca in search of him. Ahch-To was an uncharted world, located in the Ahch-To system, within the unknown regions of the galaxy, positioned at the coordinates F13 on the standard galactic grid. Ahch-To orbited twin stars, including the second sun. In turn, the planet was orbited by 1 moon. The planet supported a breathable atmosphere. The world shared a mysterious time-related quality with such as Mortis, and due to the planet's great distance relative to its twins, Ahch-To supported a temperate and damp, but volatile climate that frequently caused salt spray, cold winds, and violent storms. That would be an insane place to live in. Looks like Luke did find one of the most kind of not very nice places to live at the end there. It just makes it that much more sad that he went there. In canon, unlike the desert world of 2 also experienced summers, autumns, winters. So he did go for the 4-season experience, which is nice. I live in a desert myself, much like Tatooine, so we don't get the 4 seasons here. We basically just get extremely hot or extremely cold in the desert. The surface of the planet was nothing but deep blue oceans. Dotting the oceans, however, were volcanic pillows formed of black rock that were covered with few green trees and grass. If you've seen the movie Interstellar, it's a lot like that planet, I guess, except, you know, time doesn't go super slow like it did there. That was a weird movie. Flora and fauna. Ahch-To's island's rugged cliffs were home to grass and ferns, and algae flourished in the seashore pools. 2 force-sensitive plants, the Uneti trees, so these are force-sensitive, as we thought. Native to Ahch-To, and Uneti shrubs were found on the planet. Fragrant flowers, night kelps, reed, and seaweed also grew on the planet. Ahch-To was the homeworld of the Lanai, an avian sentient species of a large variety of creatures such as birds, fish, and sea mammals. The great leviathans of the deep with gulls and front trailers among them. Small flighted nested in colonies along the cliffs, feeding their young with regurgitated fish and Ahch-Tonian grubs. A species of chirping stick-like insects inhabited the hardy grasses, while others flew in the air. Several species of fish inhabited Ahch-To, the edible ones such as the fingerlip garpon, that sounds disgusting, twinfish, hycander, and septian channelfish, coppergrin billfish, needlegwop. You really don't know how many species of fish there are in Star Wars until you read something like this. It's insane. There were larger creatures such as the Palkian sea serpents that inhabited the oceans, the Warthians and Thala sirens. That's what Luke drank from, that nursed their young on the rocky shores, providing a dairy source for other island residents. So it looks like everyone was drinking that green space cow milk. This is just some history here. The Jedi Order was founded on planet Ahch-To by the Prime Jedi around 2525 BBY. Let's talk about the Lanai. Ahch-To was the homeworld to the mysterious Lanai. The Lanai's secret songs recalled long periods of which there were no outside visitors, and brief stretches in which group of outsiders dwelled on the Temple Island together. Some of them were kind, and others' mad songs recalled years of fire and ruin that forced the Lanais from their home. The species of Lanai evolved from the same evolutionary stock of seabirds. They were distinguished by their gray skin and bird-like skinny feet. The Temple Island was an island on Ahch-To where Jedi Order was founded over 1,000 generations before the fall of the Galactic Republic. A Jedi village was founded there to house the first members of the Order, and the first Jedi Temple was built. The island was where Jedi Master Luke Skywalker chose to spend the rest of his life in self-imposed exile after his nephew Ben Solo destroyed the new generation of Jedi. He was discovered on the Temple Island by a Force prodigy. Skywalker died on the island after projecting his appearance into the Battle of Crate. That was the one thing that did upset me about this movie, but let's move on. 2 was filmed on the site of the 6th century monastic temple of UNESCO World Heritage Site Skellig Michael, an island located off the southern coast of Ireland. For the 2017 film Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi, Lucasfilm built a replica of the monastic beehive huts in County Kerry, Ireland. Aerial footage of Skellig Michael was used for the establishing shot of Ahch-To in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. How's that paint looking? It's looking like my helmet keeps falling. It keeps falling down as we make this video. This is the Lornite helmet. There it is. I put this on if I'm being boarded by aliens or if I have to stop at a planet. Like I wore this on Ahch-To. Went there. There's the helmet. This thing has saved me more times than I can count. It deflects blasters. I don't know what it's made of. I think whenever I got here to the Star Wars universe, cortosis maybe? I don't know. But my helmet was definitely upgraded whenever I came through that portal to this strange land. Now that we got all the facts down, check this out. Look at this. This is a beautiful... It's my green screen that's kind of making it look wonky, but this is a beautiful print of the Tatooine, and I will put a link up to that video. If you haven't seen the Tatooine painting video, you'll get some facts, you'll get some lore about Tatooine. These are beautiful prints. I only have 5 of these available, and they're going to be stamped. Here's my stamp. This is the Lornite official seal, a certificate of authenticity. Check this out. I just got this in the mail. Look at this. You're going to get a wax stamp like that. Can you see it there? It's the Lornite's helmet. And it's going to be these limited prints. I'm going to sign them. There's only 5 available up on my store right now. If you go to my website, you can get yourself one of these. And it's on the best paper. This like German freaking pressed paper. It is a premier art piece. It's a fine art piece. And it's going to look great in your collection. It'll look great in your studio or your Star Wars cave that you have. You know, just put it up like that. As you can see, it's nice and big. The printing is great. You can see 1 of 5. These are very nice certificates as well. You can see it there. This is going to be signed and stamped in wax, and you'll know you're getting a Lornite piece. So yeah, definitely pick one of these up. If not, There are also cheaper options available. There's just prints that you can get to put up. Anything you buy from the store helps to support the channel, and I appreciate you going to check out my website. Be making limited prints of this painting that you see being made in front of you right now, so make sure you go pick one of those up too. And we're going to continue on this series. I hope you've been enjoying this. If I start selling some more art, I would like to actually fund a trip to go to these locations and paint it right there, like while I'm inside. Imagine that, and I will take you along with me. We'll make lots of videos out of it. It'll be cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it. The original will also be up on the website as well if you want to purchase some original art. This is oil 8x10 linen canvas board. One of my favorite paintings that I've painted so far, probably. So don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you've been enjoying my short transmissions that I send out almost daily. Check that list out. I mean, I post them every day, but these here are a time to talk together, paint together, and learn something new about the lore. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time.